The most important things are to immerse yourself in the genre and learn the difference between science fiction and fantasy, learn how to use them, learn what you can do in science fiction that you can't do in fantasy, and go to conferences, read a lot, read all you can. You can never read enough. I read everything from, Poul Anderson. Karen Anderson just passed away. They gave us his books from his library, which I now have in a collection. I'm giving a lot of those away at some of my events. To Christopher Pike, who's a classic science fiction hard writer. I read all of that. I read everything I can lay my hands on that is well written. If it's poorly written, I can identify with it really quick and I'll throw it away. And also, I would recommend reading outside your comfort zone. I went looking for a Douglas Preston Lincoln Child book because I like the Pendergast kind of science fiction. They're kind of modern Sherlock Holmes novels. And I stumbled onto Lee Child that writes the Jack Reacher novels. Well, I learned from that how to best write a fight scene with short sentences. So everything I do kind of adds into my style and my development. I had one chapter in one book. I love Tim Powers. He writes great books. And he writes things like on Stranger Tides, it became the Pirates of the Caribbean. And Tim's an old friend. I don't see him nearly often enough. And he writes some of the longest, most beautiful sentences you can possibly imagine. So I had a chapter or two once in a while when I will try and write something like Tim Powers. Now, that doesn't mean I'm going to keep it, but at least I can test my boundaries, test my strengths. It's kind of like if you're a guitar player, if you only play acoustic guitar and never play electric, you're never really a full six-string musician, or the other way around. So I try and write in different styles sometimes, getting away from my corporate background, because I don't want to write corporate anymore. I fired most of my clients there. But in creative writing, what can I do to be more expressive? What can I do to do something with short sentences sometimes for a fight scene, like a Lee Child book, or write something that's more poetic and appeals to a more female-type reader, such as Dean Koontz. He writes terrific poetry almost in horror books. And it's a part of expanding your craft. So I really recommend write, don't stop writing. Never give up, never surrender in that respects. And you can't help but get better the more you practice at it.